Hi, Shine Sparklers. It's Lucy of Shine Sparkle Marketing, where work life balance does not exist, and instead we work and thrive in our life's work, supported by the 5 pillars that is part of the Shine Sparkle Marketing approach. Now, today I'm going to be talking about what I call marketing sparkle. And if you have followed any of my content before, you will know that I really don't like marketing tips. They're everywhere. Everybody's like, what is a marketing tip? Your best marketing tip. And I kind of feel like it's like the analogy of walking into a clothing store and without thinking too much about it, just grabbing things off of the racks and then going with an armful of stuff to the change room and then spending, or better, wasting time trying on all these outfits that will eventually discard and didn't fit. And if we took a little bit more time on the front end to kind of look through the racks and see what might suit us, or ask for help from an associate, we may end up going to the change room and spending a whole lot less time in there and getting much closer to the clothing that looks great on us and is going to work for us. So that's why I kind of don't like marketing tips, but I recognize that not all marketing is a long game. So I know that there are items in our business that we must work a little bit harder and longer on, like our business plan or our marketing plan. But there are things that we can do every day. So it's like a little sprinkle. And so I'm going to call it a sparkle because you're not starting from scratch like a marketing tip where you're grabbing all that clothing. I have done a lot of work in and research and, you name it, to hopefully bring you closer. So I'm that kind of that associate who puts something into your hands that hopefully will work a whole lot quicker. So today's marketing sparkle is that if you're looking for inspiration and ideas on some marketing strategies that you might be tossing around or you're sort of blocked on, is to look to the providers of the platforms that you are using. So I'm going to use the example of PickTime. I switched over to PickTime about a year and a half ago, maybe. And I looked at a couple of YouTube videos to just get started and kind of just DIY'd it. And just a couple of months ago, maybe even a few weeks ago, actually, I don't even know, I saw in my feed an opportunity for a webinar. And PickTime was speaking to a few photographers about how they use PickTime and other, booking ideas for weddings. And so I tuned in because there was a photographer that I liked that was going to be speaking. And then it completely opened my eyes because I have sought out information, which would be maybe the equivalent of a tip. I would just go and look up a photographer that I like and see if they have any videos about what they do and how they do it. But I never really thought of going more targeted to see how they use the particular platforms that I use, because we have a commonality. And I learned so much in that webinar. If you go to the PickTime webinar, it's the one with how to get more wedding bookings or something like that. And I picked up some great information. There was one photographer, and I believe her business and website is Through Ginger's Eyes. I believe she's a photographer from Spain or Portugal. And she rocked my world because she was using the slideshow feature in a way that I never thought to use the slideshow feature. And she was using the portrait version, and she was just creating these 30-second, very highly consumable videos, or slideshow video type format, to promote her business. And I was like, I didn't realize that I could do something so small. I was using the slideshow feature to deliver a slideshow to my wedding clients. I didn't realize that I had like a marketing tool right in front of me. And if you want to know a little bit more about that, like I said, go and look at the PickTime YouTube channel, and it's one of the more recent webinars. It's got her in it and Adonye Jaja in it, and yeah, you can probably use your Google skills to find that. But anyhow, So it occurred to me that for all the platforms that I use for my business, I can go and seek out their content because remember, they are providers of service to us. So photographers are their target audience and their clients. So they want to engage clients in their tools, and they also want to be discovered by new clients, and they want people to come over from other platforms. So it is in their best interest to provide you with information of how best to leverage their platform. And then they're also getting all of these guest speakers from different walks of life, different types of photography, to come and tell you how they use their platforms. So it's just a little bit better than trying to seek out things on your own because they are already targeting the information to the platform that you're using. So if you're using PickTime, seek out PickTime information through their content because that content is there to support you as a client of theirs. And they want you to continue to be a client of theirs. If you are using another platform like a CRM, I've tried, I use 17 Hats, and I know once in a while I've come across something that I realize that I'm not even using it to its best advantage. There are a lot of things that I could use. So now I'm going to go and seek some content that they've created, not just the instructional videos. So I'm not talking about the, how to use this tool and how to set up the tool, but rather how other professionals are using those tools to leverage their business. So hopefully 17 Hats does have some content created about how other photographers are using their platforms, but go right to the source. So that's your marketing sparkle for today, and I hope it helps. Keep on shining and sparkling.